Welcome back, humans. It's Saturday, and I'm back with another end of the week vent session. And I'm so glad it's the weekend. Like I said, we got some warm temperatures coming up. Snow's about to be melting. It's going to get like a big muddy mess. But at least the roads will get cleared up. And we got these big mountains of snow that'll probably go away. And hopefully go away, not freeze over and turn into some big old ice shit. But anyways, I think I'm going to start off saying rest in peace to Rush Limbaugh. Like I said, some people didn't like that dude. Some people did like the guy. And I didn't really know too much about him when I was, when he was doing his thing. It wasn't until I was watching, I used to listen to Howard Stern and stuff on the radio. Just like when he was on regular radio before he went to that Sirius thing. Or however you say it, Sirius or Sirius. And so they always had this feud or whatever, him and this guy Imus. So I didn't really know who any of those guys were. And until he came around, so they were always talking trash back and forth, and it was pretty, it was pretty funny. So I started listening to the guy and checking out the other guy, and like I said, it was pretty entertaining stuff. And hold on one sec. Had a little background noise there. But yeah, it was. That's how I first heard out about the guy. It was, like I said, from Howard Stern. They would always be talking, going back, had a bunch of back and forths going on. And so, like I said, I just wanted to say rest in peace to that guy. He fought a little battle. He had a battle you never want to see people go through that battle, but he had to go do it. And it's the same thing. Also, I want to say rest in peace to a local celebrity who's been a part of Detroit's celebrity for a long time, and a lot of people may not know him, but his name was Art Servy, if I say his last name the right way. And people may know him by the name of Bozo the Clown. So rest in peace. I used to see rerun stuff when I was younger. I don't remember seeing any of the new things because I think it ended in 1980. But he was a big celebrity here, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he could walk down the street and they say nobody would even recognize him because he was always known for being in clown makeup. And he was a big celebrity here. And what a lot of people don't know, which I didn't know till I started reading up on some things. I found out he would bring dancers up on the show all the time and give people a shot, people that were good dancers. And I guess he would bring them on the show or whatever it was, and he would let these guys show their talents out there. And I guess I heard also in 1966 that I guess he invited Frank Zappa on the show, and he also brought this other band called the Mothers of let me see, I got it written down here. The Mothers of Invention, I guess in 66, and he brought them on the show. And I guess it was I guess the phones were going off the hook and all this stuff. This was way pre-internet. So people was all blown, people just calling like crazy because of these crazy, rock bands coming out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Just playing on local TV in front of children. And so I guess it was some good feedback and a lot of bad feedback. So back then it was controversial. And so it caused a big little scene out there. And so I didn't even know nothing about that. I was reading about it, thought that was pretty interesting. So he was trying to hook people up, bring people out there, give them a boost out there and get them on the scene, get them on that entertainment scene. So I thought that was pretty neat. So rest in peace to those guys. So I was watching this show, and it was called Hip Hop Uncovered. It's a new show on FX, new FX series. It was pretty sweet, man. It's going through the history, one of those basic docu-series type deals. You know what I'm saying? They go through all the same, pretty much the same path as basically the ones you've seen. So basically, the stories are the same, but they're actually not. They were pretty different. They went and interviewed some different people, and you just heard some different stories about from their point of views of when this current all the different eras were happening at that time. And so it was pretty neat. I just thought it was pretty awesome, just the angles, you know what I'm saying? And then, another one, speaking of, since we're on old school hip hop, rest in peace to Prince Marky D from the Fat Boys. You know what I'm saying? He passed recently. He was in his 50s. Another legend, another pioneer, another stepping stone in the hip hop game of history. That was a real fun rap group, man. They had some really awesome beats. Their beats were awesome. Their rhymes were dope. And they were three gentlemen. They were just like three individuals who were like super unique in their rap styles. You know what I'm saying? And they had the one guy who would beatbox, man. They had the beatboxer, and he would and he was really good at it. And man, that was just a shame. It's like see another like legends in the another one of the legends gone. So rest in peace to you, man. There was an old school hip hop movie called Crush Groove. It had like everybody in it, man. Like all the legends, dude. It was crazy. That movie was so awesome. And it was an old school movie, I think from the 80s. And I can remember them guys were in it too. It was like just everybody was in that movie, from the Beastie Boys to Run DMC, Sheila E. or Sheila Easton, or however you say her name, Curtis Blow, like all those guys was in this movie, man. And it was a cool old school film. And then I remember the Fat Boys were in this movie. They had their own movie because they were pretty good. They were pretty popular, man. A lot of people don't. I don't know if you all know that, but they were super fucking popular. And they had the thing going, man. Everybody loved them. And cause they were just really fun music, you know what I'm saying? And it was almost like they were kind of ahead of their time, because now people don't accept like when you get fat shamed and all that kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now, I felt like they were ahead of their time when it comes to that having fun. We're gonna be who we are, no matter what type music. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lizzos, and all that kind of other stuff, where people are just super confident in who they are in their skin. You know what I'm saying? And they, do their thing. So they had their own movie. It was called Disorderlies, and I don't know if you guys ever seen that, man. That was a great comedy. It was all three of the Fat Boys. They ended up getting a job at like an old folks home, or they helped, or not an old folks home. They ended up helping take care of a rich guy. Like it was like a whole in-home care or something like that for this millionaire or billionaire guy. And that was a really funny comedy because at first they were messing up, and then they ended up, it was one of those, some guys ain't taking their life serious or some shit, then it ends up being like a happy ending type movie. But it's a good comedy. I recommend you see that one if you haven't. Cause it's called Disorderlies, and they perform in that one too. They fucking bust out rhymes in it, and it's fucking funny ass movie. So rest in peace to you, man. But yeah, I thought that hip hop show was dope. They went through a lot of the fucking a lot of the chapters, and they're still going on with some more. I don't know how long the series is, but I don't think it's a long series. Like I said, how many times you gonna tell these stories? But I thought, like I said, but they're going through the same chapters of hip hop, but like I said, they're interviewing different individuals that you wouldn't think would be interviewed. Like like when they were talking about Eminem, like when they were in the Eminem early era, when he was like when he came out with started booming, when he became huge, when he was the new hot thing. They were interviewing Trick from Detroit. Shout out to you, man. And so he was telling his story about he just got out of jail or something like that, and they were friends. And Eminem was gone. Like him and Proof were gone. He said, and when I came back, they were gone, and they were out on tour because Eminem got signed with Dre and all that stuff. And he was like, what? He was all freaking out. And so, you know what I'm saying? And Eminem put a lot of people on. You know what I'm saying? He put 50 on, and G-Unit them guys, and his boy Proof, and D12, and all them guys he put on, and Obi Trice. The list probably goes on and on. He's probably still doing it today with a bunch of other artists. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, the show was pretty sweet. Like I said, they were interviewing. They were going through the same chapters, but they were interviewing like different people's point of view, which I thought was interesting. I guess that's why I think it made it more watchable. You know what I'm saying? It was like, worth going through it all again just because you heard just different type of stories. So I recommend you check that one out too if you get a shot. But it was pretty good. And it also made me appreciate like the old school hip hop even more. Just because when you hear like Snitch 9, making new music and everybody's accepting them and giving them a million views and all that, millions of views and all that shit, when a dude was a snitch. I mean, I still don't care. Like where I'm from, a snitch is a snitch, man, and it's not something you can just easily just come back to. And he was a fake gangster, man. I mean, I'm sure he was a gangbanger before, but the way he had to pay his way into neighborhoods, I still call BS on all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then he's doing all these videos again, and like I said, getting millions of views. Everybody's just letting him fucking be back in it and making money when he snitched. That's why I say Snitch 9. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his name. Snitch 9. Bitch assy, Snitch 9. That's your name. From here on out. Bitch assy, Snitch 9. For real. Because Yeah, man, that's fucked up. Like I said, you go and snitch, you don't come back from that in my book. But obviously, in his book, I guess you do come back from it because, like I said, he got like fucking probably 20, 30 million views by now in his new song, which just came out, and the lyrics was whack as shit. I was listening to, I was like catching little clips from people doing like they were doing like reaction videos and shit, and like I just thought it was funny, man, listening to these lyrics, And then you hear like Eminem, and you heard like other people, other artists that are out there that got some lyrics. And then you listen to this dude, and it's like, oh my Lord, what is happening here? Like, what is happening? These aren't American Idol ears. I don't know what's going on. These are real ears working here, and I don't like it. I mean, I know, like I said, it's not for everybody. Like, not everybody listens to ICP, and not everybody listens to whatever, you know what I'm saying, the horrorcore, and there's a lot of big following for that stuff. So I'm not trying to, like, be, like, biased or anything, but I do think I mean, most people would say it's not good. Not the millions that are watching it. Or maybe they're watching it even if they do and don't like it. Maybe it's that point. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can't wait till they hear that motherfucker talk shit. So it's a bunch of people that are watching it that do like it and a bunch watching it that don't like it. So maybe he hit that point. So it's like a win-win for him. Whether he makes something or not, they're going to go and watch it. You know what I'm saying? Then you're screwed. You're locked in. To Snitch 9. Bitch-assy Snitch 9. I don't know. But Mr. Cruz, I'm sure everybody's heard about this. Shout out to everybody in Texas. Like I said, y'all, got hit with that crazy weather that we always get hit with. And I know I made my jokes, but I hope y'all are doing good. I know there's be some good weather coming up, and everybody should be back to normal. As far as weather goes, we still got to, dress up and do all that shit on our fucking heads and all that bullshit. But anyways, Mr. Cruz, I guess, right when that storm hit, it went all across the media. They got a lot of funny memes with him already. And it's pretty funny, but I guess when the storm hit, he decided to take the family and friends and the daughter's friends to fucking Mexico for a little vacation while other people didn't have no power, no water, and no shit like that. And shelves would get emptied out in stores like what was happening everywhere else, when we had this lockdown shit. And she got a little crazy, man, and my man decided to go on vacation. And I was like, oh my God. That was like the worst timing, dude. Even if I don't even know if it was pre-planned or whatever. It's still like the worst timing ever. That was just like the worst possible outcome. Everybody's got cameras everywhere. Like I said, you can't, if you're like in the spotlight, whether you're a celebrity or a politician, you're pretty much a celebrity, whether you're a politician and you don't like it or not, because you're going to be out there doing anything. They catch you farting, they catch you doing anything, talking to anybody. It's going to be on the media like a scandal right away. You know what I'm saying? They're watching whatever you do. So my man was at the airport, storm was hitting, and he was out. And they got pictures of them guys all having fun at the beach. And then he comes back, and gets yelled at, everybody got all tripping and mad. And he's like, oh, I know it was a mistake. That was his speech. I know it was a mistake now. That's almost like when you were grounded and your parents weren't home, but you still had, you were grounded and they want you to stay home, but they're not home. Like they had to go to work or they're going to do whatever they got to do, and you're supposed to stay home, right? But you're going to go outside because you got that window of opportunity. Like what time they're going to return, so that's your opportunity to still go outside. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not the cell phone era yet. I'm talking about when you're, pre-cell phone era. It was like, because he's an older guy too, you know what I'm saying? So he grew up in that time, so he probably thought he could do that. But not with, this is the cell phone. This is like the tech era. But pre-cell phone era, you could probably do that. Parents would probably neighbors would see you outside and wouldn't know nothing about you being grounded. It wasn't like all your parents always knew everybody's neighbor. Oh, he can't go nowhere. You let me know. You know what I'm saying? So you had that window of opportunity, and you would go outside, or somebody caught you. It was a neighbor that your parents talked to, and you saw him. You guys made the eye contact, and you're like, oh, shit, I'm busted. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to go home yet. You're busted, so you're going to go do what you got to do, and then afterwards you say you're sorry. I think that's what Cruz did. He went and did his fun. He was like, yep, it was a mistake. I'm sorry. And he's got a suntan and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's probably still got booze on his breath as he says it. But we ain't buying it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, that's kind of messed up, man. He was having some fun in the sun while y'all couldn't even fucking flush a toilet. You know what I'm saying? Over here, like, if our temperatures go different, while like some pipes will burst out here, and basements will flood and shit like that. So I hope that didn't happen to you guys with the crazy temperature change. You know what I'm saying? Because that happens over here in the Midwest areas and in Michigan areas a lot. You know what I'm saying? Temperatures will change and pipes will swell up and shit like that and fucking burst all over the place, and you'll be flooded basements everywhere, or flooded houses if there wasn't a basement. If it sits on a slab, oh man, water everywhere, every damn where, every damn where. But to the government, GOVMENT, government. I took the two letters out like I always do, for my own safety. No, I'm just kidding. But another time, I found another thing in the article in the news where I feel like they are wasting money. They taught vegetables how to send emails, on a prior episode, and then on another previous episode, they were teaching monkeys, to play video games. All right, that's probably not the worst thing they would test monkeys on. So I mean, I can't be all the way mad at that, but it still is a waste of money when we got people getting sick and we still need a cure. I just think that should be the focus instead of monkeys playing video games. But not only are they training monkeys to play video games, they're wasting our money teaching pigs how to play video games. I blame vegetarians. All you vegetarians, I blame you. The vegans, the vegetarians, or whatever separations, like when they say I'm not a real vegan, I'm a vegan, but I eat fish. It's still a meat. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, no, I'm just kidding about that, vegans. Vegan humans, I'm just kidding. But, so yeah, they're fucking training fucking pigs. I'm not kidding about the story, though. They are really training pigs how to play video games. And they're using their snouts and joysticks, and they're fucking playing video games with our government money. And the government money, a.k.a. our tax money. A.k.a. our money. This is what we're paying for. Think about that. This is what we're paying for. Pigs to play video games. All our hard-earned money is going towards the entertainment of bacon, of future bacon and ham. Humans, our money is going to train our future food, our favorite breakfast item. Now it's going on food and everywhere, burger, everything. Bacon goes everywhere. Bacon's going everywhere. And now it's going to the fucking arcade. Bacon's going from everywhere on the food, to now to the fucking arcades, now to the game rooms. And not just on your food in the game room. It's going to be in there playing next to you while you're eating a bacon burger. Or your bacon cheddar fries. You know what I'm saying? Or your bacon donut. Whatever they got bacon on. Everything bacon. Now the bacon gaming. That's crazy. And a waste of our damn money. Like I said, man, I can't even believe it. Why don't you just waste it one time or pretend like you can say you're wasting it and send us some more stimulus. Stimulate some motherfuckers. No, I don't know, man. But like I said, I'd rather do something else with that. You guys can do something else with that money other than pigs playing video games. There's people getting sick. And they're also getting sick and tired of y'all playing video games with pigs. Not the metaphorical pig, the real oink pigs. It's messed up. Y'all need to quit doing it. Please. That's like wasting money in the bag. We used to want you to put it in the bag, but it's like wasting the money that's in the bag. There's all kinds of wasting going on there. Sheesh. I don't know what to do with y'all other than complain. That's all I got. All I got is bitching or venting. But please quit wasting our money on that stuff. Let's get some people better. Let's heal people so we can get better. So we can all get back to some normalcy. Some normalness. Something of normal. With a normal word in it. Who knows? And another news article. Imagine being a TSA agent and making a strange discovery. a woman working on TSA is looking at the X-ray and sees another woman walking through and looks and she sees all this weird stuff all over the woman's body. Like, she don't know if it's explosive. She don't know what it is, but it was a red flag, So she got alerted. And so she gets her, pulls her to the side. They got to search this woman. And they found over 900 cactus she tried to smuggle to the United States. I guess she was trying to bring all this, and I guess it was valued at like over 10 grand, like US dollars. So she was trying to smuggle like 900 cactus. Is it cactus or is it cactuses? I don't know. I think it's cactus. And that's like plural. I don't know if cacti is one. I got to look it up. I don't know, people. I have to look it up, humans. But anyways, this woman tried to smuggle like 900. I guess like some of them was like seeds or whatever the hell else. But some of it was like real cactus. You know what I'm saying? Or cacti or whatever the hell. I'm messing it all up. You know what I'm saying? But she tried to smuggle over 900 of these things in her body. And they had like pictures. They were showing like all these like socks filled and shit like that. And I don't know how she was hiding them. It was bananas, when they show all these pictures. I don't know if they were all on her body, because if they were, I don't know where all that stuff was going, because it didn't look like a large woman or anything. So she was tucking some stuff, I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Or what was it called? I forgot what that was called in that one movie with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart where he was going to jail. I think it was Get Hard. It was like the jail wallet. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what they called it, dude. Man, that's funny. But I was thinking that when they show all the way these things were where they, showed what they pulled or exposed from this woman's body. So that'd be interesting. But like I said, I got to look this cactus thing up. It's going to bother me. Cactuses, or cacti, or cactus. The minds want to know. No, I bet you everybody else knows. I just don't. Like I said, I got to look that one up. I just got to do it. So, just when you think he's out of the woods, number 46 does it again. This Project 46. I don't always want to say his name, like I said, because they always mess with anything I say. I get all these little messages in my mailbox and stuff when I talk about certain things all the time. So I got to watch it, But I still want to talk about it because I can't help it. But you know who Project 46 is? He's the new Prez, And like I said, he's always coming out looking a little confused sometimes to me. I don't know what I'm saying. That's just what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? He might have his shit together. He just looks like he don't. You know what I'm saying? The eye test, like I said. Anyways, so about me saying that he looks like he doesn't have his shit together, Mr. 46. I was watching this interview where he was saying that he never got any vaccine or anything since he's been in office, or never took any medicine or anything since he's been in office. And I thought that was a lie. Because like a month or two ago, he was on a live TV. I think it was live. Getting a shot in the arm. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Unless that wasn't what it was. But the news, you can look it up, says he was getting that on TV. But he said just recently that he never did when he got in. You know what I mean? So I just thought that was weird. It's kind of weird. So I was like, he's not remembering what he just, a needle got jabbed in your arm and you don't even remember it. I would remember it. I'd be like, that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? I would have the receipt because I'd probably have to pay with my insurance and a copay. So I'd fucking remember that shit. But you're number 46. You probably don't have to do all that. Probably just get to go in wherever you want. Walk in there and be like, I need a colonoscopy. And he'd be like, okay, come on in. Everybody else be waiting. You know what I'm saying? People that don't really want one either. They'd be like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just saying. It's kind of messed up. He's like, doesn't even remember that shit. And it was like not even, I want to say it was 2 months ago. Doesn't even remember shit from 2 months ago. That makes me nervous. I give everybody a shot. I support all the projects. From all the projects. And we're up to 46. And I support this project. but I still have doubts. There's things creating doubts in my mind. You can see where they're coming from. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird. He don't remember getting his arm poked 2 months ago. Because just just a few days ago, he says he never got anything. So did he get a fake shot to make everybody else get the real shot? And then all the conspiracy people are going to go bananas? Or did he get a real shot and he just don't remember because he's old as hell and losing his marbles? I want to know. You want to know? We need to know. We must know. Somebody knows. They need to let us know. You know? He also said some things that got some people upset. He was saying that Hispanic people like myself and African American people in African American communities and the inner city areas don't know how to use the internet and get online to go on online voting or into the polls. So he said Hispanics and African Americans in the inner cities don't know how to get online. Last time I checked, isn't everybody online? Isn't everybody on the fucking internet? Everywhere? They give you fucking free phones. They give you, government free phones. Everybody's online. I don't know what this dude's talking about, and I'm kind of offended. I'm a little offended about this. So he says that you guys, we wouldn't know how to get on. Some of us don't know how to get on the internet. I'm sure there's some people that don't know how to get on the internet. But if they have the free phones and they have the smartphones, which almost all the phones are like that now, they can tell their phone to go to the internet. They don't have to type shit. They can tell the phone to go to the internet. And so he thinks you're all the dumb. He thinks Hispanics like myself and African Americans in inner cities are dumb, and we don't know how to use a computer. That's what I got from that statement. It's on video. He comes out his mouth. It wasn't like a reporter, wrote it down the wrong way and then typed it in an article. I mean, he's in there saying it I think they just don't know how to get online. In the line. And he even had he tried to make some cool saying afterwards too. I forget what the fuck it was. They have trouble getting online to get in line or some weird shit. Get in line for what? The bread line? What is this shit you're talking about, this line? Line for what? Your crazy old ass. They're probably going to break down who I'm talking about, and they're going to give me another message. I know it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming. There's going to be about 6 messages. Now, we heard you say this, and that he was crazy. I'm kind of thinking so, because he just thinks people are dumb. He thinks we're dumb, and the dude can't remember getting his arm poked 2 months ago. And we're the dumb ones. But like I said, this stuff, I was talking about in the previous episode, caused a lot of separation. It's so much so where I'm reading things like some certain ammo stores, people are selling ammo, are refusing to sell ammo to people that they find out are Biden supporters. And I'm like, what the heck, man? So they're refusing to support. I mean, if they find out or if they know you're a supporter of Project 46, you can't buy ammo from these people. And I'm like, how do they know you're that supporter? When they do your background check, you know what I'm saying? They just know you voted. Can they check who you voted for? Or they look for your car and check your bumper stickers? How do they know that's who you supported just from your background check? That's what I want to know is all in the background check. Does it be hey, man, he voted for this side 22 times and this side for 13 times. He's one of these supporters. I don't understand, but yeah, apparently if they find out you're a supporter of him, they won't sell you ammo. They won't sell you ammo if they find out you're a supporter of Project 46. And because I guess he's going after guns. Supposedly he's going after guns and they say that he's going to use any violence, any violence that happens on the news, any violence, anywhere, he's going to use that for this new, gun laws. So I guess that's why some of the ammo companies and some of the gun companies are being the way they are about supporters of number 46 because he's coming at. They think he's trying to take them all away. And like I said, I feel like the Constitution itself is like under attack from all the amendments. And if they do get us to, lose our guns and rights to own one, and we're already losing speech, man. So we're already losing that one. Like I said, I'm already going to get a bunch of messages after today's because of all this stuff I'm saying. And it's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like the Constitution is under attack. They're beating it down. They're just like stripping it. And I don't even know if anybody recently has ever looked at it to see what we're really. There's probably some more shit we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? That we should all just look at it. Like, man, we should get a refresher course because it's under attack. So, like I said, we got to keep an eye on these people because they're trying to pull some slick moves. They're trying to pull some slick moves behind our backs, and we got to do something about it. So, imagine being a parent. I'm a parent, but imagine if there's any parents, non-parents, people watching. Imagine being a parent, and your daughter comes to you, and she's like, "Hey, mom, or dad, mom or dad, they come up to you and they're like, there's some spiders in my room, and you're like, oh, whatever, go kill it. A couple of spiders, go get it. Or some parents, some people are just not about killing them. Go grab them and set them free. But not everybody's comfortable with touching spiders. You know what I mean? I'm not comfortable with doing it. I might try to do a magazine cut move to get you outside. Or sometimes, the other scenario happens. Splat. You know what I mean? So, imagine being a parent and your daughter comes up to you. Mom, Dad, whatever one. You're like, yes, dear. Yes, daughter. You know what I'm saying? There's the spiders in my room. They're like, okay, go, don't kill it or kill it. Go do something about it. No, Ma, you got to come over here. There's some spiders in my room. You're like, man, okay, I'll go see what the big deal is. You got to go play the parent. Here I come, super dad. Come in and save the day. Okay? You look in the room. And you're like, where's it at? Because you're kind of just looking at eyesight, just keeping a line of sight. And your daughter's like up in the corner. So the parent has the cell phone and decides to videotape this interaction. And she pulls the camera up to the corner of the room. It happens to be the mom. Because I don't know where the dad is. I don't know if he's in the picture or not. But like I said, I was just saying, picture yourself being a parent, either one. And so she scrolls up the camera, and in the corner of the bedroom, by the ceiling, was like at least 50, 60 spiders. And they weren't like little spiders, man. They look like the arachnophobia spiders. They look like the ones that they were like big and they can jump. They were like easily like probably your palm. You know what I'm saying? Like an average palm, and they look like they could jump. And it's really creepy. The video's online. It started on Twitter, and it was really creepy. So there was like 50 or 60 in the corner, and the mom was like nothing. It was in Australia. And the mom was like nothing. She was like, oh, yeah, some spiders. You know what I'm saying? That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking to her daughter. It's just some spiders. And the daughter's like, no, Mom, look in the other corner. So she was like nothing about 50, 60 spiders, and I'm looking at the video like, I'm tripping. Because that's a lot of spiders, and they look nasty, man. Like I said, they looked like some big spiders. There were little ones and baby ones, smaller, that looked creepy. And the bigger ones were like significantly bigger. Okay? They were, like I said, if you ever seen Arachnophobia, it looked like the ones that were not the big mom, not the queen, but like all them soldier ones. It looked like them creepy things. It was a nasty looking spider. You know what I'm saying? It was like creepy. So they pan her cell phone camera to the other corner of the bedroom. And man, this shit looks like a fucking horror movie. Man, dude. So there was like at least like hundreds of these spiders on the other corner. And it was just that little one that I was tripping on. Then I saw the other side and I was like, holy shit. It was covered in paint. Like the walls was white. And there was so many that spot was just a black mass in the corner of these big spiders everywhere. And they were like, holy shit. So like the mom was just like, oh, come on, just don't go in there for a couple days. And they said like it was nothing. Like they said it took a couple days. They walked back in the room and all the spiders was gone after a couple days. How do you really know? How do you how did they even get in? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how all those spiders got in your house? To trust just because you don't see them that they're gone because you shut the door? What if they went all through your house and all them hundreds? There was hundreds of these spiders all through your house. You're gonna just trust that they just because you shut the door and came back that you don't see them that they left? They were like, oh yeah, I can't do that. Like I said, the Australian accent. No disrespect. She was like, it was a humid day, so they say it's normal for spiders to come in your house, but like that much? Because she wasn't even tripping when she saw like 60, and I was freaking out. And she was just like, no, that ain't nothing. And the daughter's like, no, Mom, look over there. And I was like, holy crap. There were like hundreds. I mean, if you were like saw it and were really afraid of spiders, you'd probably say thousands. Like that's how many it looked. Like when it was a lot of spiders, yo. And there is not enough cups and magazine moves to do that. You know what I'm saying? You'd probably get two and squish one and grab a leg of some other ones, man. Stuff is getting on you. You ain't going to just scoop them out to free them outside. So she said she closed the door, and then when they went back in the room 2 days later, they were gone. First of all, like I said, how did they get in? Did you leave your window for other shit to get in? Like scorpions, like they just traded places. You know what I'm saying? They just like cross paths in the windowsill. It was like, all right, man, have a good one. Have a good work shift. Now the scorpions came in, and the spiders left. Like, you don't know. Like, I don't know if they left the window open. It doesn't say that part. It just said a couple days later they were gone. Or they didn't see them. And, like, I don't know if I would trust that they were gone. I would look in closets. I would check all the sheets. I would check crevices, every crack in that bedroom. I don't know, man. I think I would have to spray some shit. I don't know. I'd be tripping. And the daughter's back in there sleeping after 2 days. I don't know if I could do that. That's just me, man. I don't know if I could trust that, man. All they did was close the door. There was no other specifics. I don't know if they said there was a towel under the door. I don't know if they said they did like sprayed anything. They just said they closed the door. They came back in a couple days, and the spiders, that big spider mob, you know what I'm saying? That big spider march. It was like the million spider march fucking came through the bedroom. And then it was just gone. Like, they just cleared out. I don't know. I don't know if I would trust it. What about you, humans? A couple days they're all gone. You just think they're just gone? I would look under the bed mattress, the box spring. I mean, anywhere there was a shadow, I would just be looking, man, because where are they hiding? You know what I'm saying? If they find a food source, they ain't going to probably go nowhere. I don't know, man. That shit I wouldn't trust it. Just closing the door, coming back, and they're gone. And you're like, okay, you can go back and go to bed. That's not me, people. Not me at all. No way, no how. No way, no how. There's just no way. There's no way. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all. Well, I was talking about some weird stories that happened in Michigan on a previous episode, a couple episodes ago, and I found some more weird ones. I found some creepy reports of strange creatures from my state of Michigan. And I thought I would share them with y'all with this crappy weather, since some people probably got to, some people are getting their power back and some people are getting stuff back. And, if you're chilling in or snowed in or just chilling, no pun intended on the snowed in. But I found some reports from strange creatures in my state of Michigan, like somewhere in like central Michigan, just all over the state. From the UP, we have two peninsulas, so someone's from the UP, and got some weird little stories I'm going to share with y'all. It was pretty interesting. Some of these like I never heard of, but some of these like everybody heard of, Of course, I'm going to start with the Michigan. There's a Bigfoot. So they called it the Isabella Bigfoot. And so people always say this one, the normal Bigfoot description, big, human-like thing, covered in hair, lays big-ass footprints, you know what I'm saying? So people have seen this, and they started calling it the Isabella, I think, for the location, I guess. And that's one of the stories, like they call it a cryptid. And so they were saying they seen this thing in Michigan, a lot of sightings. And some people call it just an urban legend. Some people say there's pictures here. There's like newspaper articles. I got a picture of the newspaper clipping here. I'll share it with you guys. I don't know how good it'll come out, but I'll try to share it with you guys. It's kind of messed up. It's kind of hard to look at here. But it says Bigfoot discovered. And talks about here in Michigan, up central Michigan. And they were out there camping. There were people out on this landscapes. And they saw this big creature. And creeped the shit out of people. And then a couple other people, I think the last sighting was in the 90s. And people were over by this lake, and they saw this big-ass creature messing with them, making noises, trying to scare them away. And that was one of the, that was a Michigan Bigfoot. This one right here is funny, okay? I've seen some YouTube videos of people trying to hoax this story because it happens in other places other than Michigan, but I guess this one happened here in Michigan too. Not a werewolf, all right? This ain't a wolf man. This ain't a werewolf. But they say it was the Michigan Dog Man. And I remember this hearing this in Michigan. We also heard in Michigan, it's in other places too, was a Lizard Man. That was another one. But this is the Michigan Dog Man. Another local urban legend, I guess this one started in the 80s. And some guy in a radio station wrote a song, about it. And it claims that they've seen this creature. And somebody says the first historical creature was somebody was traveling in Michigan, here in Michigan, and it was in the 1800s. And I guess this person saw this dog-like, human-like creature and began chasing it, tried to kill it, and stuff like that. And then somebody else started seeing it in the 90s and so on, and the story, grew legs from there. You know what I'm saying? And there's even this footage. Like I said, the footage is hilarious. I don't know if the footage if this is the same that you're talking about. If they do, yeah, it is. Okay, so in '07, it depicts a dog man attack. It's supposed to be a dog man. All right, humans. I don't believe in this story here. If you're a werewolf, oh shit, if a werewolf is real, that's crazy, right? But not this dog man shit. So this video came out in like '07. You can find it. You can look it up. It's hilarious. It almost looks like a man has like a wolf fur or a dog like Halloween costume on, and they just like, but they only put it on their like back with like a belt strap, but they had the like wolf mask on, and but their like legs and arms were like bare. Like it looked like they were like naked or something with this like cheesy wolf thing just strapped to their back, and like with the wolf mask on. All right? If you see the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. It looks all weird and square and bulky. And so this wolf thing starts trying to walk like a dog. It's a guy in a costume, and he tries to walk like a dog. I'm sorry, because the video's hilarious. I would show it, but like I said, but they always fucking with me. I don't know if it's because I'm a new channel or what. They always fuck with me when I try. Like I said, I did that one freestyle reaction video and played them clips, and they were all tripping on my clips were too long or something. I thought I was keeping it in the clip realm or whatever, but I want to show the video, but you can look it up. So this dog thing guy in the costume tries to go after the cameraman. First of all, it's sitting still, almost like when you turn the light on for the cockroach. Like when you turn the light on and the roaches in the room. If anybody's ever seen roaches, I have. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever turn the light on and a fucking roach will freeze. Like if I don't move, you don't see me. They just think it's either one, they're either gonna run or they'll freeze. They're almost like us and humans when the cops was around. You're either gonna freeze or you're gonna run. Same thing. The light comes on, and, so this wolf dog man thing is like sitting there on the hill, and my man's. It's almost like he had to wait till he yelled action because he's just sitting there still like a mannequin, and then he starts moving. All of a sudden, after a couple seconds, he's like, "Oh, okay, that's my cue," and he starts walking all crooked and turning, and you can see the costume falling off him and shit like it ain't sitting there right. And he goes and looks like he's running after the cameraman. So the cameraman is like acting like he's getting attacked. He's like, "Oh shit, this thing's coming after me." So the camera looks like he's trying to run. And then the video ends with these little dog teeth. It almost looks like a little Yorkie dog or something. Like these little dog teeth go towards the camera lens. It just jumps in the camera lens at the last second, and it's really hilarious. Like I said, I'll try to share the link. Like I said, but these guys been messing with me on a bunch of things. Like I said, I'm a new channel. I don't know why. I'm kind of thinking that's why. I don't know really the reason why they're messing with me, but the video's hilarious if you guys get a chance to look at it. And I don't even know if there's audio because I don't think there's audio, but even if there is, you're gonna be laughing so hard at the costume, you're not even gonna pay attention to the audio because and then you see the little Yorkie teeth, the little dog mouth teeth, going to the camera like yeah, like right at the end. So my man was attacked by the dog man from Michigan. And this one here, the last one is the most. It's a local legend in Michigan. I guess it started. I guess it extends out past Ohio also. Um, there were these stories of old like what do you call it? I forget what you used to call them, like asylums, I guess, for like places for crazy people or people who were deformed and their parents just like threw them in these places, like asylums and shit, and some sort of asylum. I don't know. It kind of sounds bad, I guess. But there's these stories, and there was these people. I don't know if they had a disease or what was going on, but they said they believe these people suffered from a disease. I don't know if I can say this word correctly, but forgive me if I say it wrong, but I'm going to try it. Hydrocephalus. They almost look like Elephant Man, like the movie Elephant Man. I don't know if you guys ever seen that one. A great classic movie. Real creepy. But according to this story in the urban legends, they called them the Melon Heads. I knew some melon heads. There was some dumbass people who used to call them melon heads. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. But no, I'm not. There was some dumb kids that we called melon heads for real. But no disrespect to these guys. I don't want y'all showing up at my house. No, I'm just kidding. So, anyways, there's different versions of the story. Like I said, some people believe they were small kids at this asylum, and the asylum closed down, and they just let these people wander and survive, and hopefully they would die off in starvation out in the woods or whatever. But people started seeing them for years and years, and they got older, and you know what I'm saying? And like I said, they kind of look like the Elephant Man if you ever see the movie, like just like big, lumps and stuff like that everywhere on their head, and almost, some of them were really round and wide. Some people might think it was an alien or something, but it was a melon head. And if people, if we were younger and people was dumb, you'd like, you dumb melon head. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if it started from that, being a little kid or something. But yeah, I guess it was a Michigan story from back in the day. And I spoke on a previous episode too, just like a little snippet of it. I guess back in the 60s, it was like a big, huge UFO wave like happened in Michigan. Like just our state alone. I'm sure it happened all over the place, but this one is in Michigan alone. And there were like hundreds of thousands of like all these like reports going on from Ann Arbor to like different cities around here in Michigan. And it was just going crazy in the 60s, like in the late 60s. They said here in like 1966. Around the same time, like I said, Bozo the Clown invited Zappa and caused some shit on the news. But anyways, yeah, and it was like in March. And I guess like it was just like crazy, like multiple sightings going like all across my state. And it caused a lot of crazy news. So I wonder if that was the same time they started seeing the melon heads. They started connecting the dots, and it was like the melon heads were showing around. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I guess it was a huge, blistering amounts of sightings all across my state. I've seen things out here that I thought might be UFOs. I tried to videotape them and stuff like that. You just never know. I mean, like our government could be making all kinds of cool weapons and cool advancements in their technology. And, they'll never tell us until we have to use them when it's wartime or something. And then that's probably when they'll let us know that, oh, yeah, that one's ours. Oh, you got that one on film? Yeah, that's ours too. Maybe they'll claim to that too one day. But, yeah, so those were some crazy, interesting creatures from reports from my state of Michigan. And I wanted to share them with y'all during my vent session. A little freshness added to the vent. Ended with a little freshness. No. And with that said, I hope you liked this episode. Hit me with a like and subscription. I'd really appreciate that. And turn on that notification button so you never miss an episode. I drop an episode every Wednesday and Saturday. And this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.